What's up, guys? Game Nut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 17 Ultimate Team. And you guys all know what time it is. You guys all remember last episode we took a break from the playoffs to go ahead and do an Easter episode, build a team with all those guys together, and now it is time to move forward and go into the conference championship game. You guys do remember the wild card and divisional games. Of course, we won both of them. Offense was killing it, a total of 48 points. Defense has been shut down. I mean, only 7 points allowed in the last 2 games. If you include the last game of the regular season, it's still 7 points because we lit up 0 in that game too. But you guys see it, man. One more game is all we have to win, and we're going to be back in the Super Bowl, man. I can't wait. I hope that we can actually get there, which I think it actually might be our first time this year, Madden 17, making it to the Super Bowl. Now, before we go into that, because there's not really a whole lot that I did with my team, because this team got me to the playoffs, so like I want to continue with this team. I don't want to make any changes because I believe that these guys can take me to the Super Bowl and win the whole thing for me. So obviously I got to go ahead and, you know, throw in a little bit of other stuff that's going on with Ultimate Team to let you guys know before we just go ahead and hop straight into the gameplay. So I'm sure some of you guys probably know, if you've been, you know, still sticking up to date with what's going on Ultimate Team right now. We've got our first wave of Ultimate tickets in the game right now. They're not called Golden tickets anymore. This year they have been called Ultimate tickets, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm kind of disappointed with them. Like, they're really underwhelming. Like, for instance, you see that Sammy Watkins, like, the highest stat on the card was a 97, which was his elusiveness, I think is what that said. Like, it's, how does that make any sense? Like, Marcus Mariota, okay, you all know that this, if this was Madden 16, this card of Mariota would have 99 speed, maybe even like 100 speed or something crazy like that. This Derrick Henry, if it was last year, this card would have like 103 trucking. But like, I don't know, man. It's just EA was like super strict with the Ultimate tickets this year or something. I don't really know what the deal was, but obviously they're 99 overalls. Obviously they have really, really good stats, and they'll probably be monsters no matter who you add to your team. But just, you know, from past experience and, you know, seeing what the golden tickets have been like in past Maddens, this year, like, it's kind of a disappointment, man. But I do have some packs left over saved up, so when the next wave of Ultimate tickets comes out, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, try and pull for some of them, because they are going for like 3 million coins plus. Some of them are only like 1.5 million coins, but like, still, regardless, if I was able to pull myself one of those, I'd be getting a ton of coins out of it. So I decided to go ahead, try a little bit of luck on the pro packs to see if we could get ourselves an Ultimate ticket, which our first pack here, we got a team of the week. So, you know, actually that's worth a little bit more than a normal gold player. So why not go ahead and open up a different one? And okay, I was going to say that I don't really want to open up any more packs because we got a 78 overall gold player, but then we get 2 more, so 3 gold players out of 1 pack. I don't think I've ever done that. Like, I didn't even know that that was possible. I guess that they increased some of the odds on their packs this year. So anyways, moving forward, or I guess I should say at this point they've increased the odds, but I decided to go ahead and do one final pack, and we got an 83 overall Julian Edelman. So that's where we go ahead and call it a quits. Now, before we jump into our conference championship game, going to give you guys a quick little reminder what our lineup is looking like, either if you guys are new here or you just flat out forgot what my team looks like. So anyways, at quarterback, of course, we've got Colin Kaepernick. Our receivers, our offensive weapons include Antonio Brown, Alshon Jeffrey, Tyreek Hill, Jimmy Graham, and Ahman Green. Over on the defense, these guys, you all know, have been absolutely shut down, man. Like, they don't allow anything. Teddy Bruschi at middle linebacker, Clay Matthews is behind him. We've got guys like Jadeveon Clowney, Khalil Mack, AJ Boye as our #1 cornerback, Fletcher Cox at defensive tackle. That is what our lineup is looking like. They got us here to the playoffs, so it's time to see if they can take us to the Super Bowl.
And I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play.
All right, guys, this is it. Like, if we win this game, we're moving forward, and we're going to go to what I'm pretty sure is our first Super Bowl this year in Madden 17. And I'm not going to lie, every time I do get to this point in Ultimate Team, like in head-to-head seasons, once like we're on the brink of making the Super Bowl or like getting to these playoff games, I definitely get a little bit nervous, and I play kind of bad. I play conservative, and it always comes back and you know, bites me in the butt, and I always end up playing really bad. And you guys all know the results if you've been watching in previous years. But we're starting off the day on offense. I'm not sure if that was a bad ball by Kaepernick or what, but it was an incomplete pass. And here on 3rd and 6, decided to go to Jimmy Graham, and for some reason, even though I hit square for a run after catch, he goes for an aggressive catch and then kind of runs backwards like a yard or 2. So that was a really unfortunate first offensive drive. We had to start things off. So on offense for my opponent now, we got to, you know, come out here, play some big defense, because my defense has been killer so far. I'm not going to lie. He's brought up to a 3rd and 10. and he's able to find the hole in my defense. I believe that is Anquan Bolden, a guy I would love to come back to my normal team, the Ravens, and also kind of want to pick up here in Ultimate Team. But on 2nd and 4, he went with the screenplay. You guys see that I was all over that. I'm all over screenplays always, and I ended up getting caught on that line, so it's a good thing the D-line got to the pressure there.
Gotcha, bitch!
Because that potentially could have been a big pickup considering like I got stuck on the D-line. But anyways, it doesn't matter because on the very next play, we came back out on defense and got a user interception with Teddy Bruschi as always. So I've been a god with that dude, Teddy Bruschi, getting a ton of user picks. That's another reason why our defense has been so good. So on a 2nd and 1 now, okay, I don't think we picked up the first down there. That was definitely one of the worst reads I've ever made in my life trying to run the football. We actually did get the first down. Doesn't really look like it should have been. But on 2nd and 10, he kept calling a defense where this route to Tyreek Hill should have been wide open down the middle of the field, but he just simply made a good play with his user and was able to intercept me and get things right back out on offense for him. So as he came back out, man, he was killing me with this Jared Cook. Like, he was just trucking through everybody. And as we move forward on a 2nd and goal, something you guys probably, aren't too aware of, but my run defense is kind of shut down, man. Like, it's actually really good. You see Khalil Mack comes up with the hit stick.
Gotcha, bitch!
And then on the 8-yard line, on 3rd and goal, it's going to be our strong safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who I believe is probably going to be the first player we ship off our team after these playoffs are over. I'm trying to, already think about what kind of, players I want to start adding to my team once we're done with these playoffs. But he makes a big-time play for this there on the goal line, able to get the interception. And then here, as we are backed up on our own 4-yard line, Antonio Brown gets tackled by his shoelace. Like, that should have been a touchdown, man. Like, I don't know how he was able to tackle me. We go to Amon Green again. He's finally getting some daylight going for him, a 15-yard run. And a few plays later on 3rd and 1, man, this is too easy. He probably expected it to be a fullback dive, maybe a QB sneak. But like I said, it is just too easy, man. Every time I am in that situation, I call the same play. Every time it's a 3rd and 1, maybe a 4th and inches, something like that. I run the same toss play to where it looks like I'm going to be doing, like I said, maybe a fullback dive or a QB sneak. And when you've got a guy like Amon Green, all he has to do is use his speed and he's gone.
Gotcha, bitch!
For a touchdown almost every time, as with 23 seconds here in the 2nd quarter, Janoris Jenkins comes up with a wild interception. As we take a closer look at that, what? How does that even make any sense? Like, he just caught that, like, through his helmet over top of his head. I don't understand how that made any sense, but now it's the other Jenkins on our team, Janoris Jenkins, who gets the interception. Unfortunately, I sucked on offense really bad and wasn't able to go forward and get a touchdown, so we had to settle for a field goal, but we do currently have ourselves a 10-0 lead. So starting things off in the 2nd half of this game now, you guys did see just barely missed a user pick. I believe I was using our backup strong safety, Kamal Ishmael, and I don't know, man. I was like an inch from getting that interception. It was crazy, but we played some good defense. He came down to a 4th and 10. He decided to kick his field goal, play it smart, and keep himself alive in this game. So the score is currently 10-3. Now, as we try to come back out on offense, man, he was just like shut down. Like, no receivers were open. You could see I couldn't run with Kaepernick. Nothing was open. Like, he flat out shut out my offense in that drive. So it's pretty much just up to my defense now to try and make a play and win ourselves this game. So he goes back to Anquan Bolden. This guy seems to take a lot of hits and hold on to almost every ball he catches as he picks up 21 yards. 2nd and 7. He ran with Melvin Gordon quite a bit in this game, and we got a ton of hit sticks on this guy, and he just would not simply fumble. I believe that was Fletcher Cox that came up with the hit stick. On a 4th and inches, I had a feeling he was going to go with a pass, and I was kind of there with Larry Fitzgerald. He kind of tricked me there with that little cut going to the inside. He was able to get the catch. And a few plays later, on 3rd and 1, he goes with a fullback dive with Kyle Juszczyk, and he goes completely untouched into the end zone. I don't understand how that play actually just happened. So we're past the 2-minute warning now in the 4th quarter. You guys see it. The score is tied up 10-10. And we've got to come down here and just put up a field goal to win this game. And there it is. Like I was saying, he kept running a defense where this route with Tyreek Hill was wide open. This time, he wasn't there with his user. And on 1st and 10, Amon Green almost took it to the house. We are now down to the 2-yard line. We just have to make my opponent burn his timeouts, try and maybe get for a touchdown. On 3rd and goal, we went with a toss play. He was able to shut that down. Thankfully, Amon Green didn't fumble. But now on 4th and goal, it's time to just let the clock tick down and let Justin Tucker do his work and kick a field goal, which gives us the victory, 13-10. That is it, guys. We won ourselves the conference championship game. I'm not going to lie. It was definitely a little bit of a boring game. There wasn't a whole lot of scoring happening. It was kind of, you know, defensive battle on both sides of the field. But, like, that's what happens, man. When it's the playoffs, I'm going to show you guys everything that happens. Like, I'm going to try to show you most of the plays. And I can't really help that it was kind of a boring game. So that's why, you know, normally when I'm in my regular season, I'm not going to show you guys every single game because sometimes I might have a boring game like this where a lot of stuff doesn't happen. But in this case, like I said, when it's the conference championship, I got to go forward and show you guys everything that happened. So there it is. Like I said, we have won ourselves the conference championship game and made it to the Super Bowl. And look at this. EA's putting no pressure next to the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, thanks, EA. I'm definitely not going to go into this game and feel any pressure after you just told me that. But you see the updated schedule. There's no more 3 wins on there. There's just 1 game left to play, which is going to be the next episode. You guys know I've got to keep the Super Bowl just for its own episode. But this is it, man. Our first Super Bowl in Madden 17 Ultimate Team. It's time, man. This lineup has gotten us to this point, and I definitely feel these guys can come out victorious and get ourselves our first Super Bowl win. But that is going to be it for this one, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.
Yeah, hundreds on my bed, texting with the bill. Roses in my wallet and I'm flexing it for real. Racks on racks on racks, I look like rookie of the year. Frontin' with the cash, it's getting moody over here.